We've been here before, fighting against the things that make us unhealthy, fearful, and lonely. While fitness centers closed their doors, we opened ours wider. We ran towards the front lines, providing childcare, food, support, and hope. We charged forward. As you begin to reset your life, consider joining more than a fitness center. We are a movement that says yes. Yes to the vulnerable. Yes to the isolated. And yes to swimming, fitness, and Zumba. The YMCA is so much more than a gym. We are a cause. A cause for a better us. Join a cause.
Welcome to Gentle Yoga. Why, friends? I'm Lauren. We're going to start by finding a comfortable seated position. And there's no right or wrong here. I like cross-legged, but do whatever works for you. If you have a mat, maybe you've put it out, but if you want to settle in on your floor, feel free to do so. Once we've gotten comfortable, we'll take a moment here, tucking our chin towards our chest and letting the back of our neck be long. We might allow our eyes to be closed or softly gazing. We'll notice our breathing. We'll be aware of our body, knowing that it's okay if we feel tight or if there are aches and pains, and knowing that it's okay if we feel totally relaxed and open. We are taking in what is. We are welcoming in this time to practice yoga. When we're ready, we'll begin to circle our torso around. We're finding our own slow rhythm. We're letting this movement deepen our awareness of how our bodies feel today.
Morning finds her here willingly again.
Maybe we can slow down these circles just a little. We'll take another circle or two like this, and then we'll go the other way. Aware of our bodies and how it feels to move. Letting this awareness quiet all other thoughts. Feeling this movement. Feeling our inhales and our exhales. And letting this awareness celebrate our practice, our time for gentle yoga. Another circle or two here at our own pace. The next time we're forward, we'll hang down, letting our back round and our head be heavy, letting our hands find the mat or floor in front of us. We're not worried about how far we fold. We're aware of where we feel some length. We'll stay folded over and walk our hands out so that our arms are long in front of us. Then we'll carefully walk our hands back in so that we're sitting up tall on our mat or the floor again. We'll take a gentle twist here. It doesn't matter what way you go first, but with the back tall, bring the opposite hand to the knee or the hip and turn as though you were looking behind you. We'll come back to center. We'll send our twist to the other side.
Autumn rain falling on the rooftops, calling birds of summer back south to wander. It's a chance to start again on the wing of remembrance.
We'll make our way back to center. We'll just let that awareness of our bodies fade away. We're always in our bodies, always a little connected. And through our gentle yoga practice, we'll give ourselves what we need. If there's anything you wanted to focus on today, feel free to type it into the comments, and together we'll address it, finding the length and the strength we need. We'll move in to a little breath work together. We'll stay seated for it, and we'll find that gentle twist as we bring in some movement. So you have your comfortable seated position. You could move or adjust if you need to. Our back is up tall. We might allow our eyes to be closed or softly gazing. We'll begin to slow our breathing down. Feeling long inhales and exhales. Knowing that there's not a right or wrong pace, just our own rhythm. We might stay right here. The movement of our breath might be enough. But if we'd like to add on, with our next slow breath in, we'll lift our hands and arms up so that they reach above our head. And with our slow breath out, we'll let the hands and arms float back down. If the movement is right for you, repeat it. Feel your own rhythm with it. Remembering that all you have to do is breathe. If we'd like to add in that gentle twist, we'll let a slow breath in lift our hands and arms up over our head. We'll let a slow breath out bring the opposite hand to the knee or the hip as we turn like we're looking behind us. Our slow breath in returns us to center, arms reaching up. And our slow breath out sends our twist to the other side. We're finding our own rhythm. We know that it's okay to try out a movement and to see if it works for us today. And we know that if it doesn't work, we can let it go. At our own pace, we'll take another slow breath or two. There's no need to hurry through it, but eventually we'll let our hands and arms come to stillness at our sides if they've been moving. We'll return to our regular breath rhythm. We'll open our eyes or blink out of our softened gaze. I'll just welcome everyone again to Gentle Yoga. I'm Lauren, a time to listen to our bodies, to do what feels right for us. Now that we've moved through our breath work, we'll be making our way on to our backs. I'll turn to the side here and we're going to send our legs out long in front of us. We want room behind us, either on the mat or the floor, so that we can lay back. We'll reach our arms out at shoulder height. We're going to tuck our chin towards our chest and pull our belly in, feeling our back round. Squeezing our belly and bottom tight, we'll begin to slowly roll back and down. And if we're finding this is too much today, we can bend our knees and hold on to our legs so that we have support here. When we lay down flat, we'll take our arms and stretch them up over our head so that we're reaching long from the fingertips to the toe tips. We'll take a big breath in, welcoming in this length, and with our breath out, we'll hug the knees in towards the chest, coming into cannonball. If those knees are feeling sensitive, let's take our hands and tuck them behind instead. And we'll gently rock a little side to side. We'll come to stillness. We'll extend our legs up, reaching our toes towards the ceiling. We're pulling our belly in tight here to support us. We're letting our arms rest at our sides. But if our back is sensitive, we'll take our hands and slide them under our bottom so that we have support. We'll begin to point and flex our feet. Taking a little time to change up the blood flow, to warm up the ankle joints. We'll let our feet come to stillness. We'll begin to bend and straighten our knees. Again, the movement is gentle on our joints. The next time we bend our knees, we'll let the soles of the feet find the mat or the floor so that the knees point towards the ceiling. If the hands were under the bottom, we'll slide them out here. We're going to let our arms open into a T. We'll take a deeper twist. We'll let our legs fall to one side. It doesn't matter what way we go first. If we like, we'll turn our head to the other side, like we're looking over our fingertips. Letting the upper back press down on the mat. We'll come to center. We'll send our twist to the other side. Maybe we're turning our head here. We're welcoming in length without coming to the point of pain. And then we're making our way back to center. We'll bring our hands and arms in at our sides, our palms resting on the mat. We're going to take a very small movement here, tucking our hips under and pulling our belly in so that we feel our back press down. We'll step our heels in just a little closer to us. If we find that that bothers our knees at all, we're going to step out a little. Feel what's right for your body. Another tiny movement. We'll walk our fingers towards our heels and welcome in some length along the neck and shoulders. Keeping our hips tucked under and our belly pulled in tight, we'll gently turn our head a little side to side. Then we'll let our head come to center and to stillness. We're going to squeeze our bottom as tight as we can here. It's another really small movement, but we can feel that change. We can hold just like this, or if we like, we can take a bigger movement, pressing our hips upward, coming into our bridge pose, remembering to squeeze our bottom in tight, feeling the weight across our upper back and shoulders, but not our neck. If we've tried out bridge pose and it's not right for us today, we can always lower back down. Whether we're up in bridge or whether our back is on the mat, we can build a little strength here. If your back is down on the mat, we're squeezing our bottom as tight as we can, then we'll let it release, and then we'll squeeze it as tight as we can again. If you're up in that bridge pose, we can lower about halfway down and then press back up. And we'll find our own rhythm with this strengthening movement, building power along the back side of the body. These muscles help support our knees as well. We'll do 2 more. If we're up in our bridge, we'll lower back down. We'll let our bottom relax. We're going to take one leg, it doesn't matter what one goes first, and we'll extend it up, reaching our toes towards the ceiling. Our belly is pulled in tight. If the back of the leg is tight or the back is sensitive, we might have a bit of a bend in our knee, and that's okay. We'll circle our ankle. We'll circle the other way. Then we'll let our foot be still. We're going to bend our knee to about 90 degrees. Feel the belly nice and tight. If you need your hands to hold onto your leg, feel free. From our knee, we're going to circle the lower leg around. Circle the other way. One more circle here, and then we're going to straighten this leg as much as we can, letting our toes point towards the ceiling. We'll bring our hands behind the leg, and we'll begin to guide it towards us so that we lengthen the back of the thigh. It doesn't matter how much we hug in, just as long as we feel a little length. Then we'll release this leg and we'll let it come all the way down the sole of the foot, finding the mat or the floor. We'll extend our other leg up. It might feel different already. That's okay. Don't be afraid to keep a bend in your knee. Feel what's right for you. Let the belly pull in tight and we'll circle the ankles. We'll circle the other way. Let foot come to stillness. We're going to bend this knee to about 90 degrees. Remembering our hands can hold on if we like. From our knee, let's circle the lower leg around. Circle the other way. We'll let our leg come to stillness, and we're going to extend it up, getting it as straight as we can on this side. Our hands come behind the leg. We're going to hug it towards us, welcoming in a stretch. Remembering that it's okay if this side feels different, it looks different than the other. We'll release here, letting the foot come down, the knees are bent, our hands and arms at our sides again. Let's once more tuck the hips under, pull the belly in, maybe step the feet in a little, squeeze the bottom tight. Stay right here if you like, or lift into bridge pose. There's no right or wrong. It's okay to try something out and then to let it go if it's not right for us. It's okay to have done bridge pose before, but to be skipping it here or the other way around. We're connected to our bodies in this moment, doing what we need right here and right now. Whether we've lifted from the mat or not, we'll come on to our tippy toes if it's right for us. Remembering to squeeze our bottom tight, welcoming in a little strength and power. Welcoming in that awareness of our body and how we feel. From our tippy toes, we'll carefully lower back down. If we're in bridge, we'll lower back to the mat. We'll let our bottom relax. Here we'll hug our knees in towards our chest, finding cannonball, remembering that the hands can tuck behind our knees if we like. We'll rock a little side to side, the back relax. We'll rock a little front to back. We'll use this momentum and whatever else it takes to find a comfortable seated position again. Remember, you're deciding what's right for you. You're listening to your body. Those knees, those hips, and low back, we're going to give ourselves what we need here. Let's put our left hand down and take our right arm up and over, lengthening the right side. Back to center. Let's place that right hand down and take our left arm up and over. And back to center. From our comfortable seated position, let's find a V with our legs. So we're opening up here, getting our feet wider than our hips. And our V's may all look really different. You might have something pretty small, and that's fine. You might go out wide and decide that you want to gently press deeper. The hands might come behind you. You might give a little press forward into that hip and inner thigh space. We're going to tilt over again. Let your left hand slide down the leg. Your right arm reaches up and over. Come back up. Let's let the right hand slide down as the left arm reaches up and over. Please pretend it's something I can handle. Carefully come back up. We're going to place our hands down in front of us. Now, if you have that small V and there's hardly room for your hands, don't be afraid to put them on your thigh. Feel what's good for you. We're going to let our hands begin to walk forward. Let's think about our back flat here. Our movement doesn't have to be very big. We're going to drop our shoulders down. We're going to go a little deeper if we want. We can tuck our chin towards our chest. And this might be enough. Or now we might continue walking our hands out and letting our back round as we fold forward a little. Welcoming in length along the hips, the inner thigh, and the low back. We're not worried about how far we fold. We've given ourselves this time to connect to our bodies. Welcome in that awareness without any judgment. Where we feel length or a stretch is a celebration of our practice. And honoring our bodies, we're not pushing to the point of pain. We'll begin to slowly walk our hands back in. When we come up tall, we'll let our hands rest on our legs, and we're going to slide the left hand down as we take the right arm up and over again. Coming back up tall. Let the right hand slide down as we lift the left arm up and over. Coming back up tall, we'll return to a comfortable seated position. You're finding it for yourself here. Once you've gotten there, place the left hand down, the right arm comes up and over. We'll go to the other side. Back to center. From here, we'll move to tabletop, our hands and knees. We're finding a flat back. If our wrists are sensitive, we might be making fist with our hands or getting on our forearms. If those knees need more support, find it here. Maybe you're folding up your mat so that there's more cushion. Do what's right for you. We'll round our back in cat, drop the head and tailbone, pull the belly in, press the back up towards the ceiling. And we'll arch in cow, let the belly hang down, lift the head and tailbone up. We'll move a little at our own pace through cat and cow pose. We'll take another movement or two, and then we'll find a flat back. We're going to carefully place our knees a little wider than hip distance apart. And we'll sit back into a wide-legged child's pose, bottom coming towards our heels, arms reaching long in front of us, the forehead dropping towards the mat as the back rounds a little and the hip space opens. From here, we'll move to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under. We'll lift our hips and tailbone up, and then we'll begin to press them back, straightening our legs as we try and keep our back flat. Our gaze is towards our toes as we make our bodies like an upside down V. Our head hangs heavy. If downward facing dog isn't right for you today, don't be afraid to move back towards tabletop or even child's pose. If you like, shake the head just a little, yes and no. Letting go of tension from the neck. Then we'll let our head come to stillness. We'll bring our gaze forward, looking at our hands. And we're going to move our feet up, maybe taking one big step or a lot of little steps to find ourselves in a standing forward fold. Our back is rounded, our head hangs down, and if we like, we'll sway side to side. Then we'll come to stillness. We'll tuck our chin towards our chest, pull our belly in, and slowly roll ourselves up, allowing our head to come up last. When the head is raised, we'll drop our right ear to the right shoulder, bringing the head to center. We'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder. We'll bring our head back to center. We'll move together through our sun salutation here. We're keeping it really simple today, welcoming in some length to our back and a little strength to our core. Let's bring the hands to prayer at heart center. We'll stand so that we have room to step back behind us. With an inhale, we'll soften our knees and sweep our arms up over our head. As we breathe here, if we like, we can lean back a little. With the breath out, we'll fold forward. From our forward fold, we'll inhale halfway up to a flat back. Squeeze the belly tight. Let the hands rest, maybe on your lower legs or your thighs as you breathe here. With the breath out, fold forward. Bend or soften your knees so that the palms can find the mat or the floor. Take a big breath in, and with your breath out, step your feet back to a plank position. We look like we're ready to do a push-up. But if our back feels sensitive, let's bring those knees down. And if our wrists are sensitive, maybe we come on to our forearms. We'll take a big breath in. With our breath out, we'll bring those knees down and sit back into child's pose, letting the back round and relax. We'll take a big breath in, and with our breath out, we'll find our downward facing dog, our toes tucking under, our hips pressing back and up. Since we're trying to have our back flat, we might have a bend in our knees as we breathe here. With an inhale, we'll look up towards our hands. With an exhale, we'll bring our feet forward, that standing forward fold. Inhale halfway up to a flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, soften the knees, sweep the arms up. If you like, lean back. Exhale, let the hands flow down. Inhale, prayer at heart center. Exhale. Inhale, soften the knees, sweep the arms up. If you like, lean back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold, bring the palms to the mat. Take a big breath in. With your breath out, bring the feet back to your plank. Take a big breath in. With your breath out, bring the knees down. Sit back into child's pose. With the breath in, look forward to the hands. With the breath out, drop the head, tuck the toes, find your downward facing dog. With the breath in, look forward to the hands. With the breath out, bring the feet up to that standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, soften the knees, sweep the arms up. If you like, lean back. Exhale, the hands float down. Inhale, prayer at heart center. Exhale. We'll do it again. It's okay to find your own rhythm. Inhale, soften the knees, sweep the arms up. If you like, lean back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold, the palms come down. Big breath in with your breath out. Find your plank. Squeeze the belly tight. Take a big breath in with your breath out. Knees come down. Sit back. Child's pose. Take a big breath in with your breath out. Tuck the toes under, send the hips and tailbone high, downward facing dog. With the breath in, look towards your hands. With the breath out, bring the feet forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, soften the knees, sweep the arms up, stand tall. Exhale, let the hands float down. Inhale, prayer at heart center. Exhale. We'll do it 2 more times. Feel free to find your own rhythm. Inhale, soften the knees, sweep the arms up. If you like, lean back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Take a big breath in. With your breath out, feet back to plank. Take a big breath in. With your breath out, sink back into your child's pose. Take a big breath in, look towards the hands. With your breath out, tuck the toes under, hips and tailbone high, downward facing dog. With the breath in, look towards your hands. With the breath out, bring the feet up. With the breath in, come halfway up, flat back. With the breath out, fold. Inhaling that breath in, sweep the arms up. If you like, lean back. With the breath out, the hands float down. Breathe in, hands in prayer at heart center. Breathe out. Last time through, all on your own. Feel free to watch if you need to. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold.
Out into the night.
Feel what's right for you. Welcome in your breath and the movement.
When you get there, alright.
There's no right or wrong pace. When you're done, let yourself stand tall.
To show you my light. But now
Allow your eyes to be closed or softly gazing when you finish. Allow the palms to face forward. Let yourself just breathe. From here, we'll drop our right ear towards the right shoulder. We'll bring the head through center. We'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder. We'll bring the head back to center. We'll open our eyes or blink out of our softened gaze. We're going to step our feet a little wider than hip distance apart. We're going to take our hands to our hips and soften our knees. Like there's a little gentle bend. Then we'll begin to circle our torso around.
when I get there, alright. And when you go,
We'll send these circles the other way.
out into the night, please let me know.
The movement gentle for our knees, our hips, and our back. One more circle around, and we'll come up tall. Leaving our hands on our hips and our feet wide, we'll tilt to the right. And we'll tilt to the left. We'll come back up to center. We'll step our feet closer together and drop our arms down. Our sun salutation skipped those warrior poses today, but we'll bring them into our practice now, moving into warrior 1 and then warrior 3 to challenge our balance. If you wanted to be close to a wall, feel free. Or if you wanted to grab a chair to hold on to, help yourself. Take this time to do what's right for your body. When you're ready, you'll be standing nice and tall with room to step back. With an inhale, we'll lift our arms up. With an exhale, we'll let them float out to the side in a T, and then we'll hinge from our hips. As we breathe here, we'll round and hang down in our forward fold. We'll take a look at our feet. The one that stays forward will be the one that we balance on, and it might be helpful to save your dominant leg for last. So if you're right-handed, leave your left foot forward. Go ahead and take a nice big step back here. Feeling a bend in our front knee, we're going to carefully plant our back heel down. And we'll begin to raise our chest and arms, coming into a warrior 1. The bend remains in our front knee. Our back is up tall. Challenging our balance, we'll turn our back heel up towards the ceiling. Maybe we can feel that hip open a little bit. And this might be enough for us. We might stay right here, or we might draw our hands together in prayer and then steeple our fingers. Moving to warrior 3, we'll be pressing off of our back leg. So take a big breath in, and with your breath out, press forward, lifting the back leg, reaching those fingers in front of you. And it's okay to be wiggly. Oh, I'm wiggly here. We can keep those toes down if we need, but still find that reach forward and feel that front leg strong. One more breath, and then release into your forward fold again. Let yourself hang down. Let yourself look at those feet. We're switching sides here, so our other leg goes back. Remember, you chose for yourself, just do the other side. Plant that back heel down, feel the bend in the front knee, and let's raise our chest and arms, finding our warrior 1. Lovely. Turn the back heel up. We can stay right here, or we can bring those hands together in prayer, steeple the fingers, feeling the front leg strong. We'll take a big breath in, and with our breath out, we'll press off of the back leg, letting it lift up as the front knee straightens a little, letting those fingers reach forward. Again, we know it's okay to wiggle. It's okay to have your back toes down, but still make that reach forward. Feel what's right for you. Remember to breathe. With the breath out, release into your forward fold, the feet side by side, the back rounds as you hang down. With an inhale, we're going to lift to a flat back, open our arms into a T and begin to raise up, reaching our hands up over our head. With the breath out, we'll let the hands float down. We'll inhale, prayer at heart center, and we'll exhale. Let your arms drop down, and then carefully take a seat. Find what feels comfortable for you here. We'll be settling in and preparing for relaxation. Bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart space. The eyes are closed or softly gazing. Feel the movement of your breath. Honoring our bodies and the work that we've done in class today, we'll share together in the universal sound of Om, and we'll release it with an exhale. Inhale here, exhale. Om. Celebrate your body, celebrate your yoga practice. Celebrate the comfort of being at home, letting your Om out nice and loud once more. Inhale. Exhale. Om. As the final sounds of your Om fade, let your arms drop to your sides. The eyes remain closed or softly gazing. Feel your body and your breath relax. Feel tension or tightness fade away. Aware of your body but not judging it. Welcoming in a feeling of calm. Letting yourself relax. We'll take another breath here. And we'll open our eyes or blink out of our softened gaze. We're in a comfortable seated position. We'll share a final breath together. Inhale, raise the hands and arms, palms together in prayer. Exhale to heart center. Namaste.